how to have time for everything and enjoy life. For a long time, I felt like I never had time. Initially, I thought that I'm just doing things slowly. That's why I don't have time. But then I have figured out the real reason and have actually tried to solve this problem for me. And not just solving in a way that, in a time management, and now I have time for everything. But also at the same time, enjoying life. And I think that's the most important. It is to keep this priority of enjoying life and not just keeping the priority to have time for everything, because while we are doing these things, everything that we do for some kind of reason, some goal to achieve something. But after you achieve this thing, you won't feel it's in a certain way. So after you have achieved it, you actually want to enjoy life. So if you go deep and ask yourself, why do you do that? The end result that you would like to achieve is like this state of being. So you would like to feel happy, you would like to enjoy life actually. So I think the most important thing here is to change this mindset, so have the priority into enjoying life and not just to have a priority to make time to do things. I think that's the most important insight which I got, which helped me a lot. And I think with that we can even end this video. But no, of course, I will tell you more and more practical things. But first, I would like to start with my childhood journey. Like my natural pace was like very slow rhythm. I really like to do things slowly, and now I realize that actually I was enjoying life that way. So I was really being mindful of like everything what I do. If I go for a walk, then I actually notice everything around me. I do step slowly, and if I eat slowly. I need to like feel what I'm eating and so on. So if we are looking at it right now, I think I had really nice skill in my childhood to actually be mindful. This mindfulness skill is what many people are trying to develop for many years, and sometimes it's not so easy to get this mindfulness habit and this skill. So I had actually a privilege to have it even from my childhood. But I didn't understand it then. I thought that it's my weakness that I do things slowly. And I think it's the society which helped me think this way, because like everyone was telling me, oh, you are doing things like super slow, you should be much more faster, otherwise you will not be successful, you will not be able to finish things up, you will not be able to like reach something big, or to live in this grown-up life. So you should hurry up and do things much quicker, and then you will be successful, then you will be good. And I always thought, yeah, that's right, and I always admired those people who like are super energetic and like to do so many things, and they're doing things quickly and so on. And I thought, oh, why am I this way? Why? And I'm so slow. But after many years of self-discovery, I have figured out that that's actually my big strength. That's my power, and that's the thing that I can actually use and even help people with that, because not all people have it easy to slow down, and especially now in this like quick and super fast-paced world, it's really difficult to slow down, and we're just running on autopilot, and it's very difficult to just relax and breathe and slow down and be mindful in the moment, enjoy life. And I understood that actually this skill, like my natural strength, which I can see right now that it's not a weakness anymore, because I have transferred it to my strengths by guided meditations, mindfulness dance sessions. There are like different people, and for some people it's not so easy to slow down, and they're actually really active and energetic and so on. And for some people it's easier to slow down, and they're doing things slower. But in the end, we have same amount of hours, and I think like neither of these people have more time or feel like they have more time, or they don't achieve more by doing more or by doing things quicker, slower. Because I have noticed this thing that when like people who are usually used to do things slower, it's easier for them like to slow down also, and they can be mindful, and then they can actually receive energy, and then they can do more things. But if you're super active, then you have a lot of energy, but by rushing things up, you are spending this energy too fast, so you are actually achieving an exact same amount of like tasks, and the same amount of tasks are done even if you are doing things slower or quicker. But what I want to like highlight here is the importance of relaxation and slowing down, because when we are relaxed, surprisingly we get much more energy. And we can like even make a little experiment. We'll try to have a like super tensed body, like a real tension, so you hold your hands really tight and create like tension, and try to move this way. So it will be actually really hard to move, so to do any like action, or the energy is not going when we are tense. And try to relax and do movements, so it's much easier to do the movements, right? So like you have kind of like you're flying, you have more energy when you're relaxed, right? So actually when we are very tensed and not relaxed, both in our mind but also in the body, then we don't have enough energy. And also if we're talking about this like tension in mind, then it's just always that feeling that we need to rush, like it's just this inner kind of anxiety that, oh, I need to do this and this and this and this and this. And just by like having this anxious mind, we are spending a lot of energy for nothing, just for thinking about it and just brushing things out, but we're not achieving anything. But if we're trying to relax in our mind and remove this anxious feeling or rushing out, and if we are just being in the moment, keeping focus on enjoying life, we are slowing down, we are breathing, we're actually noticing things around us and inside, we can save this energy or actually get even more energy to do things. So when we slow down, we get more energy, and then we can use this energy later on. We imagine always, and if we are relaxed, we are kind of like this. We don't have energy. We're really relaxed and still. But it's not true. As I said, we can be relaxed in the body but move, and we can be quite energetic and quite active, and actually we can have really fast pace but being relaxed at the same time. So I'm relaxed, but I'm doing things, quick, but I'm relaxed. And it's also important to be relaxed in your mind as well, to not have this rush, but we can still do things in a quick pace. And I think that's the power of it, when we are both relaxed but also like inspired, energetic, and enjoying life. And if we keep this focus on enjoying life, then we can actually feel like inspired and energetic. So we can have these both worlds at the same time, relaxation and inspiration. Yeah, so it was some like tips and tricks of how we can feel that we actually have time for everything. And we cannot say that we have time or we don't have time for something. Is just objective thought, because it's only us who set up the tasks. I can set up 50 tasks every day, and I can always say I don't have time because I cannot achieve like 50 tasks, but I can send like 10 or 5 tasks, and I can every day say to me, I have time for everything, for all these 5 tasks. But who said that it's right to set 5 tasks or 50 tasks? So it's just us who decides what means everything. We cannot like have time for everything in our life. So it's just about the priority and what's important for us. And that's just like an objective thought. It's just like an inner thought, an inner state of being, that feeling that we have time for everything. And to get this feeling, we need actually to relax, to slow down, to be in the moment, to enjoy life, and then we can get this feeling, yes, I have time for everything. But besides that, to really like feel kind of in practice that I have time for everything, I think one of the most powerful tools for me was journaling. And I'm keeping my journal that I have created myself here, and it's called Daily Wellness Journal. I have published it on Amazon this year, but I created it 4 years ago in 2022. Even before that, I have practiced a lot of different kinds of journals, like gratitude journal, emotional journal, different kind of planning, journaling, and so on. But I never thought that it's actually like suitable for me. And also I didn't like that so many journals and I cannot keep track of them, and it feels like I'm just all whole day filling the journals. I don't have time for anything else. And my idea was to combine all the journals into one unified journal that actually supports my holistic well-being. First thing, I never liked planning, and I thought that it's not working for me at all. I don't want to limit myself in these to-do lists into planning, and I just want to have freedom. The first thing was that I was always writing what I need to do in my plan. When you have things that you need to do, you are always trying to avoid them because it's like someone telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you're like, no, 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 no. So you're resisting actually the things which you need to do. And I thought like, okay, that doesn't work for me at all. I was just like writing things every day that I need to do. Then I was moving them to the next day because I didn't want to do them. And like every day I was looking into that, and I thought I had this recurring thought that I have no time for anything because I'm just moving things to the next day. So I've got an idea. What if I write only the things which I want? It actually helped in some way, but not really, because then I just ignored the things which I need to do, and that was also not so healthy. So then I understood the key thing that we actually need to write down the things which we need to do and the things which we want to do in the same like list or plan for the day. And it's really important to include the things which we want to do and actually keep even them more prioritized, because the things which we need to do, we will, if they really need to be done, we will anyway do them. And the things which we want, we have the tendency to move to the next day, maybe next day I will do what I want, and so on, and we never do that. So it's important to feel that my priorities on the things which I want to do. First thing in the morning, it would be really nice to do what you really not just want to do, but you really love to do. And if you don't even remember what you love to do because you're always living on autopilot, it's valuable to remember your childhood, what you love to do in your childhood, and maybe try out this thing that you loved. And like even doing it 15 minutes in the morning will give you so much energy that you can use throughout the day, the rest of the day, because it will give you this like childhood energy. Your children are super energetic. And why? Because they do things which they love. And if we do just one small thing which we love, it will bring so much energy, and you can actually do much more things during the day. So I think that's two important things which I have realized. And then I started more and more to try out different journals, like gratitude journal, for example, was working really well for me. I tried, this 100 days of gratitude journaling, and like it changed my life completely. Like it brought so many good things in my life. I started appreciating more. I started to be more happy, and like it's the best thing, the gratitude journal. And of course it helps you like to enjoy life and not to think what I need to do and how to make time and so on, and actually enjoy life. Yes, and of course like emotional journaling is super important too. Even like emotional intelligence, to understand your emotions and also being able to work with them. Yes, I was trying out different ones, and then I have created like my own journal just in a simple notebook, but I have had like 7 questions which I was filling in every day. Then like I was using so many notebooks and writing them down, just all these 7 questions, and have used it for several years, and I thought that this is like my own methodology of journaling practice, and I can actually like create a journal. So in 2022 I created a journal. It looked almost like this. We did it in electronic format, and I also gathered like a small community of women, and we all tried journaling in this way. And before I also told them about the importance of journaling and the benefits of journaling and why all those 7 questions matter, and they were all super inspired about this. And even those who didn't like journaling started to journal, and they got so many benefits, and they really like this process. So it was like very exciting, and then I thought like I should print it out and make available for people, but I also saw that printing was quite expensive, because actually I have like a scrapbook design, so every page is different, even though like they're kind of empty, but all those 7 pages are different and they're all colored, so it was a little bit expensive to print. So I thought that the price will be super high, and I just left this idea, and I was just using this journal myself through all these years. And then 4 years have passed, and now in 2026, in the beginning, in January, I have figured out that there is Amazon KDP, like direct publishing, and I can actually print and even send like the books or journals to the customers directly. And I thought maybe I can try it, and I tried it out. Like printing there was also not super cheap, but it was good enough to be able to sell this journal for affordable price, and it looks perfect, and I have received it, and I just love it. I also had several journals which I have used for like many years, and I just kept them because they are super beautiful. Like having like this beautiful treasure that you can keep for a long time. And also, of course, it helps you to build your journaling habit. So it's actually a 21-day journal. So if you fill in all 7 questions every day, then you will have it for 21 days. But I think it's anyway really nice to keep it even after it's all filled in with your notes, to come back to your reflections and to your thoughts, and maybe realizing something, and it will help you grow this way when you reflect on the things which you wrote before. And I think I will now go through each question, and will tell you a little bit more why all of these questions matter. So the first question is, what did I do yesterday or today? Yeah, always write like yesterday or today, because sometimes we may fill in this journal in the morning, and then we kind of analyze the day before, so yesterday, or we do it in the evening and then we think about what we have done today. So it's actually a moment of reflection and appreciation, and it's really important to notice what we have actually done during the day, because we usually don't notice these like small things or even big things which we have done, and we think like, oh, I haven't done that much, but we actually did. And being like grateful and maybe even celebrating some things which we have done, or just appreciating them, it's super important. And it actually gives you motivation to do more things tomorrow, and you get this energy for doing things the next day or doing things the same day even. So by analyzing and appreciating the things which we already have done, you get energy to do more things. So it's super important part. I like mindfulness too, mindfulness practice, because in this way, if you write it during several days what you have done like yesterday, then you can actually notice the tendency of what things you usually spend time on. And maybe you spend time a lot on your phone, or doing the things which actually you don't want to do, and you can analyze this and actually think about, how can I change it? Maybe I should reduce my screen time, or maybe I should just stop doing that thing which I'm doing every day, and I don't want to do that, and it actually gives me nothing, no result. So it will really help you to analyze your life and change your life for better. The next question is, what do I want? I think it's super important question, because we usually don't pay attention to the things we want, all the things we want, we think, oh, maybe I will do that tomorrow, maybe I will do that tomorrow. And the things which we actually want at the right exact moment, we usually don't do. Like, even if we want to eat, we think, okay, but I will finish this task and then I will go to eat. But if you try to change this habit and actually do the things which you want right in the exact moment, you will see like a big difference. You will see that your self-confidence is much better, because you actually notice the things which you want. You are actually giving yourself what you want, and your body will feel much better also, because we usually don't know these desires and wishes of our body, and in that way our body struggles a lot. And in this way we have like problems with our weight or with our health and so on. And of course, if we're talking about the mind, we just do the things which we want, and we feel much more relieved. We get much more energy in this way. So it's a really powerful question. And of course, it reconnects you with your true wishes, true desires, and you start living the life that you want. So it's very powerful tool to connect with yourself. The third question is, what do I plan to do today or tomorrow? I think I talked about this when I told you about the planning and my experience with planning, journaling. And yes, it's of course important to include what you need to do, but also what you want. And it's good that we had this question as a second question, what do I want? So now you know what you want, and you know probably the things which you need to do. So in the third question, you can plan the things which you need to do and which you want in a really nice way. So it's kind of daily planning and time awareness, and This is not about, strict to-do lists. And it's also good to have this mindset that we are not limited to our to-do list, and sometimes we can change our plans, sometimes we can not do something, and that's okay, and you can move some things to the next day, and that's also okay. But just writing them down helps a lot to remove this mind overload, because we have just two ways of having it all the time in our mind. We're writing it down, then we release all these thoughts, and actually if we just keep all our plans and our thoughts and everything in our mind without writing them down, it's exactly what creates this anxious feeling that, oh, I didn't have time for nothing, I don't have time for that. And if you write it down, that removes this anxious mind, so we can actually enjoy life more, and we can actually feel that, yes, I have time for everything. So I really recommend to write things down, especially about the planning. The fourth question is what I'm grateful for. So of course it's a very powerful gratitude practice, and it shifts your mind from just noticing bad things to noticing good things. So if we notice more good things, then more good things will come to our life. So it all depends on our focus. So what if we focus on gratitude, on good things which happened to us, we are getting much more better things in future. So it's, I think, one of the most powerful tools to change our life for better. The fifth question, what do I feel and what do I want to feel? Yes, this section supports emotional awareness and release, and it's important to write down everything what we feel, even if it's like negative emotions and positive emotions. Also, learning to name your emotions, to identify them. We have actually emotions chart here in the hand, and you can track your emotions and actually name them, because I think many people, including me, had this problem of naming your emotions and identifying them. And then think about if some you have identified as a negative emotions, you want to think about how I want to feel instead, and actually shift your focus to positive emotions. And that happens quite quickly, especially if you don't have very like deep negative emotion. If you have them, then of course it's really good to do some practices for releasing emotions. The simplest one is breathing, of course. Breathing helps to let go of all emotions, like good and bad emotions. But if it's like not so noticeable, but you still have some negative emotions, just focusing on positive one directly shift your feeling, so you will actually feel, while writing it, you will already feel much better and in a positive way. The sixth question is, what am I thinking about? It's a space to unload mental clutter. Of course, writing down your thoughts like creates clarity, or just release all these thoughts and just have them on the paper and not to have this mental overload. But at the same time, and this is also could be like a mindfulness practice, because you can notice your thoughts, and this is the place, a moment where you can actually change them. as well as how we do for emotions, and as we did for the first question about like analyzing our day, we can always change them. So we can always change our thoughts if we are seeing that every day I was thinking about, I don't know, resentments, and I was worrying about something and so on. Maybe this is the time to shift your focus and maybe think about something better in your life, maybe focus on good things. So this is also a thing which can help you being more aware of your thoughts. And then the seventh one is insight of the day. And I think it's also very nice to have some one key realization, and by writing them down, you grow this way. Next day you can do things much wiser, and you can after realizing something, you can actually improve and do things differently. And I think if you keep this journal, for a long time, you can come back always. I think it's a very nice way to come back to this, I have insight of the day, and to just reflect, wow, it's so many realizations, so many insights which I got during this month, this year, and you can learn from your own realizations, from your own insights. Yes, so that was all about the journal I created, and I hope that if you ever felt like journaling is really heavy, or you felt like it's just popular thing that all people talk about, but it actually gives no value. I hope that you have got a bit different view, a different perspective on it, and you can see that it can be gentle, it can be valuable, and be supportive. And if it resonates with you, you're always welcome to explore and try it out. It's available on Amazon. It's called Daily Wellness Journal by Juliette Grespa. And of course, you will have the link below in the caption. And I really wish you to try it out, because actually it will help you to be more mindful during the day, and you can build your journaling habit. You can improve your holistic well-being. And I also hope that you got some insights about how to have time for everything and enjoy life. And I think the key thing here is that we just want to have this mindset and a priority on enjoying life, and all the things which we really want, we will find time for them.